Alrighty, let's begin. This will be a Sinister Turn level done on Brutal. I will also be getting all 3 hatcheries and completing the have more than 3 stalkers survive the entire level achievement on this run. Now, first off, I'm just gonna kind of put in a little preface. This mission is done very, very slowly. One of the great things about Protoss is they have shields that regenerate. So often after a large battle, you're going to notice that the shields on my units will just magically fill up. That's because I've actually gone ahead and waited for them to recharge, and I edited the lag period out so you guys wouldn't have to spend half the time just watching my units kind of stand around in a blue bar getting bigger. Also, I should add that I'm a big advocate of saving all the time, especially on these missions where you have a hero and a few units. Save as much as you can. So very often you're going to see this little blue panel pop up, which is actually bound to my start recording and quit recording key. There it went just right now. And pay no attention to that, it's just by habit of what my recording key is bound to. For the most part, this mission is fairly standard. Right now I'm going to go ahead and let my shields recharge, and there you go. That took about 30-40 seconds of waiting, and let me run in with a full hit point thing for my shield. The mission is fairly slow. It's really not that difficult to do if you're calm, quiet, collected, although being quiet really wouldn't have any impact on the mission. Mainly it's about taking your time and not doing anything stupid.
That spore crawler can detect me from across the chasm. It must be destroyed. That overseer can see through my cloak. I'd best stun it with my void prison before crossing this chasm. My allegiance is yours. In the service of Ire. The first fragment of the prophecy. Soon all will be made clear.
Why not surrender yourself to oblivion, Zeratul? Wouldn't it be better to end your struggle now than witness the final, agonizing moments of your
And before we get any further, I should mention that this is Tyler for ShokzSC 2 guide.
So much for Kerrigan's.
Alright, right here is when you're going to get 4 stalkers joining your army. And you have Scourge above, and they're going to attack along with Mutalisk. Well, actually the Scourge wouldn't attack, would they? But Mutalisk will be attacking your stalkers. Now they do have blink, so if you see one stalker getting low, you can go ahead and blink it away. A nice little trick that not a lot of Protoss players recognize is on the unit tooltip, you'll actually see your units, and they'll be green, yellow, red, which indicate their health. But you'll also see a blue border around your portrait, or their portrait, and that actually is showing you how much shield they have left. So you can already start keeping an eye on which stalkers you're going to have to blink out of there before they even take hull damage.
Honor. We must not hesitate.
Coming up, we have the first kind of tricky micro-intensive battle. Basically, you're going to want to have Zeratul go toe-to-toe with the Ultralisk and have the stalkers microing back Mutalisk when you attack them. And stalkers are great if you do the fire, blink, or fire, run back, fire thing, or if you blink down to that little cavern where an Ultralisk can't chase you. Either plan will work, and it's going to do you quite well.
For the reckoning. You address me in the service of Ire. I serve for now. Ire will be restored. burdens weigh heavily.
Coming up, we're going to be meeting a pair of Broodlords, and these are tricky because Zeratul is going to have to fight them for the Stalkers not to take any damage. So you'll see me kind of like looking around, thinking of the best way to go ahead and handle the problem without pulling the second Broodlord from their path. So I'm going to be waiting a little bit. Basically, what I've decided to do is wait for that bottom Broodlord to come in, and then I'm just going to poke it with a Stalker, and then kind of run back and do a little bit of micro. I might even run Zeratul in there to get his attention, so the Stalkers are going to have the advantage of attacking. Or I guess I went for the top one. And right here I'm kind of failing a little bit, letting Zeratul get smacked around by that spine crawler. But I have accomplished what I wanted, which was pulling the Broodlord away from the second Broodlord, so I don't have to handle two fights going on at once. And a great thing to do, as you saw, was me dancing my orange Stalker around, letting the other three fire while he wasn't taking any more damage. And right here I go ahead and fail a little again, or I fail a little bit more, letting that spine crawler go ahead and beat on me for a bit. And a little bit of micro pulling back that weak Stalker, but then letting him get smacked by the spine crawler before I pull him back again. Now I do want to apologize right there because about 20 seconds of video file was corrupted or something of that nature. It wouldn't play back properly, had a lot of like random clicking, so I decided it was better just to get rid of it because it actually had no vital tactics. It was really just me cleaning up the next little bit of, or the second part of that area after the Broodlord. And there I go failing with the fail Stalker. And as you know, fail Stalker is fail.
Remove unseen.
Coming up, we have a battle with an Ultralisk and a Mutalisk, and a couple Scourge. Now, don't get distracted and keep letting your Stalkers auto-attack the Scourge when the Mutalisk comes out. Make sure to focus fire on the Mutalisk as quickly as you can and blink back any Stalker that gets smacked. Remember that a Stalker at 1 hit point will get fully healed if it makes it to the shrine, which is invaluable. And that is the weirdest pathing I've ever seen by an Overseer in my life.
Higher will be restored. Very well. I will fulfill my calling.
So right now I'll be taking on the first hatchery, and as I said earlier, this mission is very easy if you're very calm about it and don't do anything dumb. So whenever you see your opponent letting you get a unit, see something vulnerable, not a lot of weaknesses, easy to counterattack, or pull back an attack, barely got that Stalker out of there, and that one. Make sure you take it. If it's an Overseer or a Broodlord, just take what you can get. Don't be picky about it. And don't do anything dumb like let a Stalker at 10 hit points get killed either. That would be awful. But right here I'm just blinking in a full Stalker. I only need one to kill off that Overseer before he'll path back. So I go ahead and be patient and wait for it. And now I have an interesting dilemma. Most of my Stalkers are pretty banged up. They're not very healthy. So I go ahead and do most of the hatchery kill with Zeratul. I figure I shouldn't let the I shouldn't risk the Stalkers getting killed, as I'll need them for the achievement. So I go ahead and take out these fairly quickly. But I also make sure to run out of the Overseer vision range before Void Prism ends.
My allegiance is yours. En Arudin Rashagal. It shall be.